Now, I am coming to the realization here. I'm coming to the realization that after some conversations that I've had with some awesome people in the video game industry, it seems like it's a lot more achievable than even I initially thought. I remember doing a video and maybe speaking about it on my show a while back and discussing this very thing where that man, there's a lot of things that you can do in the gaming sphere. And sure, they're not going to be maybe AAA, but there's a lot of things that people can do on a limited budget. Even more so because I was coming, remember, from a state of ignorance. I'm not a game developer. I'm a player of games, obviously. It's been a core part of my life for as long as I can remember, but I'm not a developer. And I've always been open about that. We've been doing these streams. I've been having a lot of fun over the last months. And the whole premise is okay, what could a Rippaverse game look like? And we are taking suggestions on trailers and gameplay footage to watch, thinking about what kind of characters could appear and what setting makes sense for them. And I've had some interesting people reach out to me. I've had some interesting people contact me about it and saying, like, you have basically some ways to obviously save a lot of money on costs. A lot of money gets pumped into these projects that are trying to do things that we already have or are able to do in our own individual capacity. Like we have the characters, the properties, if you will. We have all these core concepts. Obviously, that stuff has to get designed in a different setting in a video game sense and programmed, but we have a lot at our disposal. Okay. And it's interesting because the more I've done these streams, the more I'm like, well, I want to do it now. I want to do it. Obviously, I can't publicly commit to anything, but I want to do this. This is, look, perfect world. We build something smaller scale over at the Rippaverse in the video game sense. What that looks like is that like a beat 'em up, a la Streets of Rage, things of that nature. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, those have seen another boom. You've seen the Morphin Power Rangers come out with some games, Double Dragon, again, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and even some of the other comic book publishers are doing like the beat 'em ups in the style, even sprite based of that we kind of grew up on, and like in the arcade sense. And it seems like those are kind of making its comeback. You can do those in a smaller scale. It doesn't need to be AAA. Is it a fighter? Whatever that genre is, it does seem like it's achievable, not impossible. Let's say that. Now, obviously, executing is the real thing. You can have all the ideas in the world, but getting the proper team together is what is most important, and then trying to make it come to life. So, what does that look like? Do we maybe enter into that sphere with like a concept where obviously we over at the Riververse have funded the at least development to where it's ready enough for you to see it and us to show it to you, let you know what direction that we're going in with the game, and do we crowdfund it after that? Um, I don't know, but it does appear that it's a lot more doable than what